Neurosurgery for kids is, needless to say, not an easy thing to do, and it's a long path to getting there. No matter how long it takes, we need people who do this because children carry so much undiscovered, you could say, treasure.
When I was 10 or 11, got to fly a Air Force jet simulator, and ever since then I've just tried to learn as much as I can about airplanes. And coming to college to study them just seemed like a natural next step.
3 weeks before I was supposed to start student teaching, I get a phone call saying, hey, we've got this school and they need math teachers and they're willing to take on a student teacher to start their school year off. And did my interview, I was hired right off the bat, and I've been here at Mary Walker teaching math ever since.
I am currently a sophomore at UW. I'm studying neuroscience, biochemistry, and philosophy. Each area of study tells a different story about a person. I think people are dimensional and multi-layered, and I think the neuroscience tells you about a person's mind, and biochemistry tells you all about the body and the things that we can touch and see through instruments and science. And then philosophy tells you about that third, bigger layer, and it ties everything all together.
I'm studying aviation at Central Washington University, teaching me how to fly airplanes for a living. In Washington State, it's the only 4-year aviation degree that you can get. I don't know how to not sound like a just aviation geek, but it's a freeing feeling just being in the air and just seeing the ground shrink beneath you. It's the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah, I just love it so much.
I grew up in a really small town, identical to the size that we have here at Mary Walker. Being able to bring my experiences from high school has really helped me connect with kids. It's a very tight-knit community, and I know a lot about my students. I mean, when you're this close with kids, you can't help but care about them. You want to give them as much as you can.
I actually grew up in Egypt in a small village. There was only one middle school, and only wealthy boys could attend the middle school. So I learned to see education not just for the superficial benefits, the money or the respect, but what it creates in you and the ways that it changes your perspectives of the world and other people, and what you can do, the things that it equips you to do.
I didn't grow up in a very wealthy household, and so when I set off for college, I had to make it on my own. And I was looking for any and every scholarship I could. And so I applied for the WSOS, I got that scholarship, and it made those first couple years way easier to handle. It's that foothold, it's what you need to get going.
They see students for who they are and what they want to do, not just you're a recipient of this scholarship and here's money, go do what you want. It's more of you're a person with a story, you're a person with a mission, you're a person with a purpose, and I'm here to support you in that. And it's so wonderful, nothing replaces that.
We're by no means like a wealthy family, and aviation is quite an expensive program. There's no getting around that, so scholarships are a huge deal because they lighten the burden for my family and myself and put us in a better place for the future.
When you're growing up in an area like this, a lot of kids, they need that little extra help. And it's not due to any lack of capability, there's just less resources and less opportunity in these smaller areas. And so when I encourage my students to apply for the WSOS scholarship, they're taking a chance to give themselves the opportunity to get going. And I actually had a student last year who got the scholarship, and that was so exciting.
In order to expand the possibilities of our world, we have to provide that equitable chance and that equitable opportunity. And if you don't provide that, we won't benefit collectively from the potential that is among us. I just want to say thank you to everybody who works really hard and puts their soul into the things that they do to bring your talent, your energy, your joy, your care. It's so valued, so appreciated, and I'm so grateful for you all and for WSOS as a whole.